Hello, fellow Cravers, and welcome to another WWE Predicts. As always, you have me, GD. I've joined by my co-host, Hanksy. How are you, mate?
All good, mate. All good.
And it is time. It is the last pay-per-view of the year, which means it is time for Clash of Champions, where every championship on Smackdown is on the line. So,
already I'm annoyed because it should be tables, ladders, and chairs.
We already had a table, ladders, and chairs, and it was an alright. It was a brilliant tables, ladders, and chairs, mate.
You know what? It wasn't brilliant, was it? Because there was only one TLC match in the whole pay-per-view.
Oh, good point. Yeah, there was actually everything else was just normal matches.
Should be the final pay-per-view of the year. Should be TLC.
Yeah. Anyway, mate, let's kick off with the first match. The things we will be talking a little bit about this year as well because of it being the last pay-per-view. But we are going to be kicking off with the US Championship, which is Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler versus Bobby Roode. Which, there we go. I'm just clicked on there so I can get a little bit of information. There we go. And click that there. Click every button. So, Baron Corbin ended up winning at Survivor Series, first of all. I was happy enough for that. Yeah, he ended up beating The Miz, and by the way, The Miz...
I think he deserves.
Yeah. Well, if anyone...
Well, The Miz is basically taken... He's on leave, isn't he, now?
Yeah, well, Maurice is, I'm guessing, due soon anyway, isn't she?
Yeah.
Which,
yeah, she must be. So, yeah, she was at Survivor Series, wasn't she?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm presuming, as I say, he'll be on, he's on leave now for a while. I think he's actually doing a film as well. I believe he's doing a film.
Look, either way, the thing is with The Miz, how often he's there, especially this year so far. I think this has been...
Yeah.
Miz has been brilliant again this year.
I don't think he's had any time off up to now this year.
No. Well,
he had a couple of months last year.
Yeah.
But he hasn't had any time off at all.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, that's the thing. He needs the time off, and like I said, he's going to be a dad soon, which it's nice to see. As much as he's a heel, we've seen on things like Total Divas and stuff like that what he's like outside the ring as well. He seems like a really nice guy, which I'm not surprised.
I think he is,
yeah. The thing is, he's been a WWE fan himself, and he knows that every time that he's in the ring, he's deserved to be there.
Tough enough, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he come through tough enough?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
And then he did. His first major part of WWE was when he did the Divas search as one of the hosts, where he messed up the phone number. Oh, how you doing, Ripped?
Yeah, because he was on. He did some sort of teenage soap opera type thing, wasn't he, before that?
Yeah, it was The Real World.
Yeah.
Which, anyway, enough talking about Miz. He's not here. Let's talk about these three. So, we've got Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. Those two have been having a rivalry, well, since Bobby Roode's...
Bobby Roode's come across.
Yeah.
Which was just after SummerSlam?
I think so, yeah.
Must have been,
yeah.
It must have been just after SummerSlam. Because he lost his title at NXT Brooklyn, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, and then he went to try and get it back. Because didn't he lose it to Drew McIntyre?
He lost it to Drew McIntyre. Yeah, so he lost. Yeah, so he had his rematch against Drew McIntyre, and he had a match against Roderick Strong, didn't he?
Yeah, because I think it was for
because basically he had storylines to tie up. And then since then he's been on SmackDown regularly. So.
But look, I feel sorry for Bobby Roode. The thing is, he's been kind of hidden. Well, he was part of the Survivor Series team first of all. We felt like a bit of a filler for that.
I don't think he's been hidden. I don't think he's been hit. I think a little bit, but I think he's obviously had this rivalry with
Dolph
Ziggler.
Yeah.
It seems to be the sort of the way these days, because obviously that's how. If you remember right, when Shinsuke came in first, his main rivalry was with Dolph Ziggler as well, isn't
It
it?
seems
So
to be like the entry gate for
really,
main stars at the moment
yeah,
from NXT.
he's
Yeah.
sort of like this gate. He's at this mid-level, sort of, gatekeeper.
He's a mini boss.
So yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah, it's level 1 boss.
Well,
So he's basically Dr. Robotnik.
the thing is with Bobby Roode though, one thing that I do find weird about it, he was a heel when he was on NXT. Now he's moved over to SmackDown. He's a face. So we don't really see that often. The thing is, you see them just continue with the storyline that they've got. Which look, I'm happy because I do like Bobby Roode. I liked him in NXT. I would like to see him shine a bit more on SmackDown. Hopefully,
I think it'll come.
Yeah, it will come.
I think he could. I don't think he'll. I think Corbin will retain the title.
You think Corbin's going to retain the title?
Be good. Yeah, I think it'll be good, and I think then it'll move on to a rivalry more between Roode and Corbin. You can see him picking that title up actually. I think he'll end up with that title.
But then again,
at some point.
The thing is, I could see. All right, apart from Dolph, I could see Baron Corbin and I could see Bobby Roode someday winning the WWE Championship. I'm going to say that now.
Yeah.
Dolph, like we said, he seems to be. He's helping the new guys fit into the main card now.
Yeah.
Which is nice. You do need that, and I think that you don't really get that on Raw that much, do you?
No, not so much.
The thing is, with them, it's if they've got a rivalry, it's usually against someone else who's on NXT. But then you don't usually get people coming up over to Raw that often. Okay, we've got.
As much.
You've got what does Paige call a team?
Oh, Absolution.
That's it, Absolution. Okay, you've got.
But yeah, but that's more to support Paige, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not, that wasn't a call up.
No.
But they weren't called up. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're both good, but they weren't called up on there just because we want to call them up. They were called up because it was made sense to have something this new sort of stable built around Paige, and I like what they've done there.
Oh yeah, I do too.
But I think if you think about, apart from Oscar, all the main call-ups from NXT really in recent call-ups have all gone to SmackDown. So obviously, so you think Bobby Roode. Before that, it was Shinsuke.
Well, my question here is: do you think they're trying to build up SmackDown's roster a bit more, probably to maybe get a free?
Got to a little bit.
Get that to a 3 hour?
Yeah, I think they've got to a little bit. Yeah, well, I don't know about 3 hour, but I'm not sure if they're going for 3 hours. I mean, struggling with the ratings on Raw for the full 3 hours, aren't they? But
yeah.
I don't know if SmackDown should be 3 hours. I quite like the 2 hour format.
Yeah, I do. I think that's why I think SmackDown works a lot better than Raw at the moment. Yeah, so
I do. I think Raw could be a little bit,
too long.
Feel a little bit too long at times.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't think they're going to go for 3 hours, but I do think they're having to build up. The problem SmackDown had was when you had the brand split, they put a lot of the big hitters, John Cena, AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose at the time was the champion, Randy Orton. They put all these into SmackDown.
Yeah.
To give it that boost. I understand why they did it. It was to give it the boost, the ratings. But obviously the problem with that is obviously John Cena's set the time now. Yeah. As you said, Dolph Ziggler. He's just definitely on his way down, isn't he?
Yes.
He's not going to get. You can't see him getting a push anytime soon.
The thing is, I'm happy John Cena's now become more of a part-timer again. The thing is, he was there for Survivor Series, but we haven't heard from him since. Which is, do you know what? I think that's what it probably should be now.
The rumor is that he's going to be fighting Roman Reigns on the Christmas Day Raw episode.
Yeah, I just got your invite, by the way, mate.
Oh, great. Yeah. So no, if it's the Christmas Day Raw episode, then I think John Cena fighting Roman Reigns. That'll be good.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, I mean that's from. And then again, you look at Randy Orton, and he's they aren't young, are they?
No, they're not.
So they do need some new blood coming up.
Yeah. Well, mate.
AJ Styles, I reckon, probably only got another 2 years at the top, didn't
Anyway, mate, the match is finished.
Yeah.
So you say that Baron Corbin's going to defend his
I think
championship?
Baron Corbin will defend it, yeah.
I'm agreeing with you as well. The game thinks that Bobby Roode is going to be walking out as the US champion. So,
you know what? I'd be over the moon if that happened.
Oh yeah, same here. I would like that, but
before we move on from this match, I think what's going to happen. I think you're right. I think you look at the three of them. Ziggler's very much found his place in the company at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I know that there's rumours and go to Japan and stuff. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he's too comfortable.
Yeah.
But you do look at the other two, and you think they're both on the way up. Now, if Corbin loses, with Jinder Mahal now looking like he's going to be pushed down that main event picture, he's probably going to drop down to this level. Actually, there's a place there for a guy like Baron Corbin to give him a bit of a push. And then obviously that then
leaves Bobby Roode.
If he wins the title, it's a lot of consolidate his position, and then he'll get that push up as well later on. And somebody else drops down probably when Randy Orton drops down a little bit for a while. I don't know, but yeah. So you see the thinking.
Mate, I'm going to move on to the next match. I love Bobby Roode's entrance music, but I'm starting to worry that it might get copyrighted at this rate. So let's move on to the next match. I agree with you there. I think that I think Bobby Roode does make more sense of winning the championship himself as well there. But like I said,
I'm not sure what'll happen now. I think it'll happen early next year, and then I think you'll see Baron Corbin being given a bit of a push.
Yeah.
Well,
I would like to see Baron Corbin versus AJ Styles again. That would be brilliant, especially for the WWE Championship. That would be awesome. But anyway, mate, like I said, this is Clash of Champions, which means we have another championship match. It is time for the Smackdown Women's Championship. This is usually going to be a Lumberjill match, but unfortunately we haven't got the other three members that we want in this Lumberjill match, so we're just going to have a normal single match. It is Charlotte versus Natalia. Let us begin.
Yeah.
So, it's Hart versus Flair again, mate.
Yeah,
so,
never repeat.
Yeah, which, look, I'm not complaining about this. They do put on some good matches between the two of them. We saw it.
It's really a good match.
We saw it at NXT. We saw it at Roadblock last year, the February one. There was 2 Roadblocks, remember?
Yeah.
And of course, at was it? No, it wasn't Survivor Series. Was it just a normal SmackDown match?
It was just a normal SmackDown, wasn't it? Yeah. I think so.
But still, either way, it was a good match.
I think it was.
But
I'm
going to say here, I don't think it's these two that is the main focus in this match. It's the Riot Squad. I remember that name because it's simple.
Yeah. I think that's something's going to happen, isn't it? It's not going to be clean.
No. Well, just first of all, if people don't know who the Riot Squad it is Ruby Riot, Liv Morgan, and the other one.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, I can't remember the other one.
Yeah.
The redneck one.
The redneck one. Which, I'll be honest, if they do not turn out to be part of Paige's plan for WWE, then I will be disappointed. Because it just felt weird.
You know what is starting to annoy me a little bit? What's starting to annoy me a little bit is the fact that we seem to have exactly the same storyline on both shows.
What you're starting to realise that is basically just copy and paste.
it feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
To the point that when you look at if you look at the 6 of them, right, even when they stand up at the end, you've got the Goth in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, whether it's Paige or Ruby Riot, so you've got this Goth one in the middle.
Yeah.
Then on the right, you always have the blonde.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, whether it's Liv Morgan or
the other one.
Paige, yeah. Right. And then there's the brunette standing on the other side.
Yeah.
And and they were pretty much the same storylines this week, where in both cases they both came in and beat up the, in Raw's case it was Oscar, wasn't it?
Yeah. That failed, didn't it?
SmackDown, yeah, exactly. So on Raw, they tried beating up Rosca. The rest of the Ross comes out, and force them off. And on SmackDown, they beat up Charlotte, and what happens? The rest of the locker room comes out, and
it goes and beats them up.
Same storyline.
By the way, I found who that third.
Come on.
I found the name of the third person. It's Sarah Logan.
That's right. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Is she? I'm presuming is she related to Only Logan? I'm presuming she is.
I have no idea. I just noticed. I'm just read. All I've got here is if just a sneaky behind the scenes of this. I'm on WWE.com, and so I've got the list of the matches here where I can click on it and it'll tell me a little bit about the match. But,
so I mean, I like the idea of the stable. I mean, I think we're definitely gearing up to a women's Royal Rumble, which I think is going to be really exciting.
I'm seriously wanting that, and the thing is, I feel like even if there isn't a women's Royal Rumble, I think for our predictions, I think we should still do something like that anyway.
I mean, I think there's definitely enough talent on both shows to have, and on NXT.
Yeah, put some NXT stars up.
And being a Royal Rumble, you'd expect to have some legends from the past.
We want Kelly.
There's definitely enough. Well, there's so many, isn't there?
Yeah.
That you could bring in, and it's like even if it's just for a 5-minute cameo, they come in the ring, they get effectively knocked out straight away. Still nice to see the old stars coming back. Same as it is with the men's Rumble, isn't it?
Yeah.
So. Whether it'll be 30 or whether it'll be 15, I think more likely it's going to be 15 or 20 rather than 30.
The thing is, look,
it could still be really exciting.
The thing is, WWE, I know that Royal Rumbles do take a lot of time. They usually are over an hour most of the time, aren't they? Well, not for us, but for the actual show. We would not mind having a Royal Rumble for the first hour, some few matches in between, and then probably the main 4 championships, so the WWE Universal, and the 2 women's matches, having a match, and then having the men's Royal Rumble afterwards. We would love that. That would be a brilliant Royal Rumble. The thing is, we do want a women's Royal Rumble where in the end James Ellsworth comes out and wins it. No, but we would definitely want to see a women's Royal Rumble match. But we'll see how that goes first of all. And I think, like you said, with the Riot Squad and I'm going to just call it Paige's team. They do keep forgetting the name of it. With those being now into the main roster, it would be nice, and it does seem like it's building up to that as well, which is good. Talking while we've still got this, because this match is nearly finished more than likely. So Charlotte versus Natalia. Who do you think will win?
I think Charlotte's going to win. I think Charlotte's going to keep it.
I think it's going to be a no contest.
But it's not. I think I was going to say it's going to break down, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's bound to break down.
The Riot Squad's going to cause problems.
Many. Well, between the Riot Squad, you've got the and also remember it's not like the main roster. It's not like the locker room. Previous locker room were exactly harmonious.
Right.
There's going to be issues there.
I'm going to make a prediction here.
Yeah.
I'm still convinced, and like I said, if this turns out it's not true, like you said, it will feel horrible, like a copy and paste what SmackDown and Raw's done.
Yeah.
I would like to see Paige's team interrupt this match as well, and then it turns out the Riot Squad and them are together.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't see it, but
I can see what you're saying. Really cool, but I just don't see it happening.
Yeah.
I think they've so far they've done a really good. Apart from John Cena floating around, they have kept the 2 brands separate, and they seem to really want to do that.
Yeah. Oh well. We'll talk about something that's going to bring the 2 brands together again soon. Anyway.
Yeah. But plus, looking at the main roster, looking at NXT, we've seen matches recently between Seville and Riot, isn't he? So,
Yeah.
as I say,
But we
we'd
like to point out there as well, but the NXT are filmed in advance as well. So sometimes when there's a story on the main roster, it has been filmed probably a month or two ago.
Yeah, but those were tapings were made after they both teams had arrived on Raw and SmackDown. So,
yeah.
So that's definitely happened since. Yeah.
Well, anyway, mate, the match has finished. According to this, Charlotte will be retaining the women's SmackDown Women's Championship. Like I said, we both think it's going to end up into a no contest, which means she will retain it anyway. But we'll just see how that goes. Anyway, let's move on to our next match, which I'm going to guess is another championship match. I just got a feeling. Oh my god, it is. Well, it is sort of. So it is going to be the tag team championship. Unfortunately, we can't do a fatal four-way tag team match, which I found weird since you can now have 8 wrestlers in the ring at one time now in this. I'm so looking forward to the Royal Rumble because it will go so much faster because of that as well. So instead, we have Rusev representing Rusev and Aiden English. We've got one of the Usos. I don't remember which one it is. Big E representing the New Day, and Chad Gable. I know people would think maybe Shelton Benjamin would have been a better fit, but he's not in the game. Representing American... I'm just going to call him American Beta.
Yeah, what are they called?
I think they're just called Benjamin. Yeah, that's it.
Gable and Benjamin, or Benjamin and Gable. Yeah.
Anyway, let's go into that match, mate. So this started out. It was the Usos versus the American Beta first of all, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then the New Day ended up beating Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin to give them a shot into this. And then Rusev and Aiden English defeated the New Day? Was it the New Day?
Yeah.
So, in other words, the New Day and Rusev and Aiden English did not beat the actual champions to get put in this championship match. They beat the competitors.
No. I do. You know what, though? I think they're a great team.
What?
I really like Aiden English.
I do too, yeah. All right, I'm sick of Rusev Day, though.
I love Rusev Day. Rusev Day's great.
Every day is Rusev Day. That's why it's annoying.
Yeah. And I love the 12 days of Rusev. It's brilliant.
Wait 1 minute. What's the 12 days of Rusev? I've just heard of this one. Why is that?
Oh, that's what they've been doing for the. I mean, up to the last 2 weeks. And SmackDown, Aiden English has been singing.
God damn it!
12 days, like the 12 days of Christmas. It's been brilliant. He got up to he started at 8. 8 days of Rusev.
Right. Anyway, mate, I'm
really loving them as a team.
I am loving them as a team. I think it's something that just kind of happened out of the blue. It felt, didn't it? With Rusev versus Randy Orton. And it's been quite entertaining, especially with Rusev. It's nice that he's actually now got somewhere in a position where he's on TV regular again, which is nice. But I'm going to say this now. With this match, I feel like it's just a placeholder. You know, like with the Women's Championship, which we said, I think, was it SummerSlam? Yeah. It just felt like a bit of a placeholder with Asuka coming along. We've got the Bludgeon Brothers now, who are facing Breezango.
Yeah.
So,
is it which can't remember which roster Revival's on?
Revival. Oh, they're on Raw, mate.
Oh, they are Raw.
Yeah, we've got to think of the Ascension. That's who you're thinking of, mate. Now they got an awesome shot for this title one day, which no, they haven't.
I do feel sorry for the Ascension.
I do, but at least it started with the. Yeah. I don't know. Look, the Ascension will get this shot again, hopefully soon.
You hope so.
I hope so. They're a brilliant tag team, and I just I don't want to lose, isn't it?
Comedy at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think, but no, yeah. I think so. I do think it's going to be a good game, good match.
Yeah. So I just want to talk about.
I don't expect anybody other than you Usos to win it.
You think the Usos are going to be walking out as champion again?
Yeah, I do.
So,
do you? Or don't you?
No, I don't actually. I think Rusev and Aiden
Yeah,
English are going to walk out as champion. I'm going to say.
I mean, I'd love that. I would love that.
I'm going to say that because
they could be a great team.
Right. The only reason I'm saying this is for one reason, one reason only. We've got one more championship match after this.
Yeah.
And I do expect at least one championship swapping hands. And so I feel like the tag team championship is in a position where that could happen. The thing is, I'm going to say this now. All 4 teams in this Fatal 4-Way, I think would do quite well as champion. The thing is, we've seen New Day as champion quite often. It's still quite entertaining when they are champion.
Well, the only team that hasn't been champion. I mean, okay, I know Chelsea Benjamin hasn't, but well, it has in the past, hasn't it?
Yeah.
They've all been tag team champions before, apart from Aiden English and Rusev.
Yeah.
You know,
everybody in that ring apart from Rusev and Aiden English have been
held
in one way.
I would absolutely love for them to win it. I think it would be great. I think it'd be really refreshing. But I do like the Usos. I think the Usos have been fantastic champions. I think they've just had a fantastic year.
Yeah, definitely.
If last year was the year of the Miz, and I think he's had a great year as well this year. But last year he was spectacular.
Yeah.
This year I don't think. I wouldn't say he's topped. I think he's been up there. But he hasn't topped it. This year's definitely been the year of Usos. They've come from pretty much nothing to being brilliant. To be fair.
The thing is the change of now they've gone more sort of heelish, haven't they?
Well, they went heel, yeah. I mean, they went heel to start with. Now they've sort of, as you say, now it's more of that middle ground.
Yeah. Well, I think at the same time, the thing is you can't just give credit for the Usos. It's Usos and New Day.
Yeah.
The thing is they've put on so many brilliant matches.
But it's the mic skills as well. I mean,
oh yeah. Like the rap battle. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, but just in general, you know, I know they come out with a microphone and you think, oh, this is going to be good, you know.
Yeah.
So, which is.
But,
I'll tell you, going back to the previous match, that's something that's really interesting, isn't it? I know, you know, it's when they come up from NXT, their mic skills are already like really, really on cue.
Well, the thing is, that's what's great about.
So the women that have come up with, so you've got the 3 women obviously in the Riot Squad, and then the 2 new ones that have come up with Absolution, and their skills on the mic, so good. And again, it just comes back to what Triple H is doing with NXT, and again,
the thing is, like we said, there's so many people in NXT that we can't wait to see come up to the main roster.
Yeah,
and
you do sort of get to that point where you think the problem is for these people to come up to the main roster,
someone's got to be dropped out. Yeah,
you know.
The thing is, there's only
interesting. Have you watched the? We'll talk about that later. Something about Kevin Owens. We'll talk about it later. It fits in actually with NXT what they've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. We'll come back to that.
Yeah, we'll come back to that during the match. But like you said with NXT, there is still one stable that I do want to come up, and I think you agree with me. We want to see Sanity do.
Oh, Sanity.
But my question here is, they are going to come up as a stable, aren't they? It's inevitable.
Yes.
Where would you rather see them go to, Raw or SmackDown?
SmackDown. Raw.
Wow, you changed your mind there quite quickly.
Raw. For me, I'd like to see Sanity on Raw.
Why Raw anyway?
I just think they'd fit better on Raw.
More hours as well.
Fit better. Yeah. I think the tag team. I think that the one, because that's where the Shield is. If the Shield are going to stay together.
Oh, good point.
Okay, so you've got that. Again, Sheamus's
Bray Wyatt's over there as well.
Bray Wyatt, let's face it.
And Finn Balor.
Obviously with, obviously we've got so much going on with Matt Hardy at the moment, which is
Oh.
amazing. And
Yeah.
who knows what's going to happen when Jeff comes back?
Oh,
I'm
Woken.
I'm expecting Jeff to come back and declare everybody obsolete.
Oh, look.
So, yeah. That montage this week with Bray Wyatt and
It's just
and Matt
swapping
Hardy
between them.
was just absolute genius.
Well,
Have you seen? Now we're digressing. But have you seen the 10 hours, the YouTube video?
no, there's 10
Matt
hours
Hardy
of it.
laughing?
I want to see the 10-hour one.
There's a
I don't
YouTube
know.
video. There's a YouTube video, right? Which is just 10 hours of Matt Hardy laughing. It is brilliant. Reby Hardy tweeted it and said some people wonder what it's like to live with Matt Hardy. It's just 10 hours of him laughing. It's fantastic. But yeah, I just think sanity would fit into that sort of picture.
Yeah.
And again with Bray, you've say you got Bray Wyatt, and you've got the stuff with Finn Balor and the Demon and everything else. They'd fit in great. So for me, that's where they would fit most naturally.
Either way, I feel like they'll fit perfectly in either show. But I would say now what you said, I do agree. I think it would be better for him to go over to Raw. But we'll see how that goes with that. Going back, so you think the Usos are going to win this match? I think Rusev and Aiden Ingram.
But then you've sort of put doubt to my mind now. Saying you are right. It would be a strange night of champions for no titles to change hands.
Yeah.
The last one, I think, pretty much all of them changed hands.
Yes.
But
the difference was that was Raw and this is SmackDown.
Yeah, but I'm now sort of rethinking I'm now definitely rethinking the US title. I think that could go to Bobby Roode. I think what we've said.
Well,
and
anyway,
and therefore gives.
Why we still got this?
I think this one could change.
Yeah, while we still got this match on, I want to talk about the other two matches which we aren't going to be showing, and also I want to talk about something that we are going to be getting in January as well. So, just nudge that. There we go. So, of course, we've got the Breezango versus the Bludgeon Brothers.
Bludgeon Brothers. Where has that come from? Oh my god.
I don't know.
I really love Breezango, but they are. You just think, oh dear.
No, do you know what? Do you know what irritates me the most? How much this has built up to the Bludgeon Brothers, the whole 2B thing, and it's kind of looking and thinking, you're kidding me here, really? That. Okay.
Yeah. But no, I love Breezango, but you think, oh, this is going to be a bloodbath.
Oh yeah, I don't think Breezango's got a chance.
They look monstrous, they really do.
Oh god, you see what they've just been dominating over and over again. It's just
that this week. Oh my god, did you hear that guy scream?
Yeah.
That was so funny.
I wasn't even watching the show at that time and I could hear the guy scream. It woke me up, I wondered what it was.
Oh dear.
Well,
yeah, so I think it's going to be a no contest. It's going to be just they're going to wipe him up. They'll be clearing Breezango off the mat afterwards.
Right, I like this. So, like I said, I go onto the WWE.com to get it. The first line in this: "This is going to be good." And like you said, of course, the case got solved. Well, Ascension solved the case, didn't they? It wasn't Breezango that solved it; it was them.
No, it was Ascension that solved the case.
Well, I don't know. It's nice to see that Luke Harper and Eric Rowan are back together as well.
I think they're good as a team.
Yes.
The
scariest. It's the same. I would always say it's the same level as when you got Big Show and Mark Henry as a team. Okay, sort of like the Undertaker and Kane a little bit. It's the big guys that dominate teams, and we don't see that often nowadays.
I'd say I see it more as Undertaker and Kane.
Yes.
Than Mark Henry.
Yeah, because the whole scary side of it, they
were just tall, they were big, big guy. Whilst the Bludgeon Brothers, they're big, but they're not Big Show big, you know what I mean?
Well, mate, the match is finished. According to this, the Usos are going to be walking out with their championships firmly around their waists, it seems.
Yeah.
But like I said,
I think you're right. I think it could change hands. I think it could change hands.
But at the same time, we do want to point out that there will be 4 other people in this match. So anything can happen. Seriously, anything could happen. There's no disqualification as well. Like we said, we've got some other matches that are probably going to happen before this. May get involved with this. Bludgeon Brothers. Just saying.
Yeah.
But
We could do.
Anyway, mate, let's move on to our next match. What we're going to have the only non-championship match, but has such ramifications in SmackDown, I would say.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
It is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura with 2 special guest referees, Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan. We can't have guest referees on here, so we've got Shane McMahon in the corner of Randy Orton and Shinsuke, and Daniel Bryan in the corner of Owens and Zayn. So, mate, I am looking forward to this match. It's a Kevin Owens match. I always look forward to a Kevin Owens match.
I mean, I like the Kevin. I like Kevin and Sami together. I think that's been a breath of fresh air. For Sami Zayn, it's really pushed him. It's been good. As I say, it's I think this could be good. I think this could be very good. And I think you're right. I think this is going to have quite lasting ramifications. I find it very interesting that Daniel Bryan is in the ring.
Yeah, I do too. That is
interesting.
Yeah. So I've got a feeling
picked up on that straight away.
What I didn't
straight away. She picks up the fact that she's like, "Well, is he cleared to wrestle?" I'm like, "Well, no, he's not." And I'm pretty sure. I know he's not. You know what I mean?
The thing is, he's
definitely not cleared to wrestle.
The thing is, it's only
he's recently been really upset with Kurt Angle, hasn't he? Well, not with Kurt Angle, but about the fact that Kurt Angle got allowed back in the ring so quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, Kurt Angle pointed out it's actually 2 very different things. He was basically on the shelf because of his neck injuries.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan was concussion.
It's 5 years.
Yeah.
It's having 10 concussions.
Yeah.
That were recorded. Remember, that's interesting. That's the important thing. The word recorded, isn't it?
Yeah. So it could be more.
There were many that weren't recorded. That's why he's not allowed in.
Well,
but I find it interesting he's allowed in the ring. I mean, that in itself is a move forward for him, isn't it?
Well, the thing is, by the sounds of things, and I think it kind of has been spoiled this match a little bit because of something that we're going to talk about in a minute. Daniel Bryan, we got a feeling he's going to turn. This is the thing. I wouldn't say he's turning heel. I would say Shane McMahon's turned heel.
I'd say Shane McMahon's McMahon.
He's turned a McMahon. He's a McMahon.
You don't have heel and face McMahons. You just have McMahon.
You have McMahons. Well, I would say.
While recently Shane has been seen as sort of like the caring face of the McMahon family.
Yeah.
There's been occasions where it's been where he hasn't been.
And this is a perfect example of it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still the irrational hothead he's always been. It's just he's not Steph.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean.
He's more calculated.
Stephanie, and she's so evil, but so openly evil. Well, Shane has always been clever at that, but he's always been like that.
Well, the thing is, well, let's just say this: we feel like Daniel Bryan is going to be backing behind Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Because, and the thing is, I'm going to say this now. I'm backing behind Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in this.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them to go.
I don't. No, I don't not get it. And I mean, the issue is, I think that, as you say, I don't think it's really Daniel Bryan turning heel as such.
It's doing the right thing.
Taking a side, and to a point, you know what? Shane McMahon does have a vendetta against these 2.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not arguing whether it's right or wrong that he should have.
Well, to be honest, how can you not have a vendetta when you jump off a Hell in a Cell to a table below and somebody moves the person that you were supposed to land on?
Yeah.
Just saying.
And then obviously the stuff that went on at Survivor Series. But as I say, it's this is very. I think this could be really very interesting. And it's going to have ramifications, lasting ramifications, I think.
Yeah.
For,
But
so yeah.
Either way, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn has been really entertaining. And I feel like Randy Orton and Shinsuke have sort of took a back seat to this a little bit. They're just there as the opponents. It feels, which is kind of sad for those
they're there
two.
because there's going to be somebody for them to run. I think that I think that Kevin Owens is about to get a title push again. I think he could well be in
please.
Yeah, I think Kevin Owens could be. I think we're looking at possible WrestleMania match, whether he has it already or whether he's challenging, which would mean he would have to win Royal Rumble, which would be really good.
Wait a minute. Wait, are you doing a 4-month plan ahead? That's usually what I do.
Yeah, well, I think that's where we're going. I think this is where we're going. We know that it is expected that it is going to be Brock versus Roman at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But we also know, because it's been put out, it's been leaked out there and put out there, that the winner, the Royal Rumble winner will not be facing Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And let's face it, if Roman won Royal Rumble again, there'd be a riot.
Oh God, no one wants
Roman
Roman
to win. Popularity back now, yeah. He's a bit more popular now because of the Shield, but nobody wants Roman Reigns to win the Royal Rumble again. So that would indicate that the Royal Rumble winner will be from SmackDown. Now, so again, I think you can see the storyline going that Owens manages to get into the Rumble somehow.
Yeah.
And
I just,
maybe
you know what,
Shane
I don't
will end up in the Rumble as well.
I'm just saying here, even though it's been rumoured for, like you said, it's going to be Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, I don't want that. No one wants that again. You ended up You ended up interrupting that same match at WrestleMania with Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Just saying, no one wants
to be
it.
fair, it was a bloody good match.
Oh, it was a good match, yeah. It's one of the most memorable ones in years, but that's because of how it ended.
Yeah.
But
so I think it would be interesting to see what happens. But I think Kevin Owens is about to get a title push, and I'm happy with that.
Well, like I said, there is a reason why I feel like the result of this match has been spoiled as well. There was an announcement this week from WWE. I'm trying to remember what it's called. WWE.
I can't remember what it's called now, but I've seen the report.
Well, yeah, there's a new show that's going to be coming in January, which is going to be a mixed tag team matches. Which here it is. It's called the Mixed Match Challenge. Which is going to be it's going to be exclusively on Facebook Watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Look, I'm still watching it. I do like the whole idea of mixed tag team matches. It's going to be quite entertaining, I would say. It's going to be a 12-episode series. Will feature WWE superstars from both Raw and SmackDown live rosters competing in single elimination mixed tag match to win $100,000 to support the charity of their choice. At the moment, we don't know who the actual teams are going to be, but we have been told who's going to be taking part in it. So from Monday Night Raw, we have Alexa Bliss, Alicia Fox, Asuka, Bayley, Braun Strowman, Enzo Amore, Finn Balor, Goldust, Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, and The Miz. And then on SmackDown, we have Becky Lynch, Bobby Roode, Carmella, Charlotte Flair, Jimmy Uso, not Jay, he's not joining, Lana, Naomi, Natalia, Rusev, Sami Zayn, that's where the spoiler comes in, and Shinsuke Nakamura, and also one member of the New Day.
Yeah.
So,
I'll tell you what, I know that's spoiled, but we always obvious where it was going. I think the interesting thing is going to be how Owens and Zayn win it. there was never a question that Owens and Zayn were going to win it. It's how they win it. I think it's going to be interesting. We don't know. There's going to be some twists there, isn't there?
Yeah.
The interesting thing about that, Rob, what you've just read there, is the one team that stands out from all that. And I really hope this is
Braun Strowman and Nia Jax.
And Nia Jax, yeah.
Oh no,
Strowman
I'm going to say
that
this.
Would be,
I'm going to say this now. Looking at Monday Night Raw, I see Bayley and Finn Balor.
Yeah.
I see. I'm going to say this now. Enzo Amore and Nia Jax, I think, is going to be teaming up because rumours are Nia Jax is actually going to be going over 205 Live as his manager.
I hope not.
I hope not too.
She's so good. She's so much better than to be used like that.
Oh, what about Alexa Bliss in The Miz?
It could be interesting.
Yeah.
Could be interesting.
But either way, there's a couple of matches. I think it's going to be a really interesting show. Like I said, it's going to be on Facebook Watch. It's going to start on the 16th of January, and it's going to be a 12-part series. So either way, let's see how this goes. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I also see Naomi and the Uso also teaming up. Just saying.
But so the interesting thing isn't, you know, who wins that match. It's how they win it, isn't it?
Yes.
It's going to be interesting, but
yeah,
you know. And the fact that Kevin Owens isn't in that lineup makes me think again. He's obviously going to be going for a push.
Yeah. Still,
I mean, did you watch the Kevin Owens story?
Oh, the 24-hour.
You watched that, yeah?
Yes, I did.
Well, no, it was basically.
Oh, 365, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Because obviously it's in character and out of character, and it was showing the relationship between him and Sami Zayn, which we know. I mean, they were best men at each other's weddings, weren't they? I think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Sami is godfather to
Kevin Owens' son.
Owens' kids and stuff like that, you know. But they were showing sort of like, after when Owens won the Universal title, he came backstage. So this one, remember, they hated each other as alive. But he came backstage and him and Zayn hugged each other. Yeah. And Owens says, this is our title, we've won it. So it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But he was brought into NXT and basically was told, this doesn't mean that you'll be on the main roster. We're actually looking to build NXT as a brand.
Yeah.
And therefore, we're looking at you as being an NXT star, but that possibly being as far as you go. And you think, to go from that to within months to being NXT champion, and beating John Cena,
Look, the thing is that. That's one thing with me. I like Kevin Owens. The thing is, I would like to see him be WWE champion as well. Yeah. And the thing is, like you said, I do want to see him at WrestleMania, either defending or competing for the championship, because that's the one thing that I felt was a letdown last year, was that Kevin Owens ended up losing his championship before WrestleMania. Not saying that the Chris Jericho Kevin Owens match wasn't bad. It was a brilliant match. But still, it would have been so much better if it was for the Universal Championship. Yeah. And plus, we wouldn't be stuck with this mess. But anyway, mate, the match is.
I do think you're right. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, the match is finished.
Who do you think's going to win?
So I'm going to agree. I'm going to say that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to be walking out their winners. I think they're going to keep their jobs. They should keep their jobs. You said the same. You think they're going to be walking out, but like you said, it's not.
I think
it's how
an altercation. There's going to be an altercation between Daniel Bryan and Shane.
Yeah.
They're going to. I think they're going to both be counting and stuff like that. There's going to be, basically pulling each other off count and stuff. I think that's going to be happening, and then I think, as I say, it's in the end. I expect that. I think Shane's going to be distracted, and sort of something's going to happen. One of them's going to be distracted while the other one's going to do the count.
Yeah.
And then there'll be the fallout.
Well,
then there'll be the fallout.
Mate, according to the game, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn's going to walk out as winners as well, mate. So
yeah.
Let's see how that goes. Anyway, mate, it's time for our last match, which is for the WWE
yeah.
Championship. It is the champion, AJ Styles, versus Jinder Mahal. I wonder how this is going to go. Look, we both...
Please let it go the way we think it's going to go.
Please. We just... Look, this has been the down point of this year, has been Jinder Mahal. It's nice to see that they've been giving him an opportunity, but when they start to realise it wasn't working...
It's not been the down for the year.
Oh yeah, that's Brock Lesnar.
I do think Jinder... I think, exactly. Considering what's going on Raw.
This is
Jinder, I think, was a good champion. I think he there was some good things that he did. I've got nothing against Jinder Mahal. It just went on far too long.
Yes.
You know, and for the wrong reasons.
The thing is, it was
because if this was to if this was all to lead up to the Indian tour,
which, by the way, seemed to
One, why did he lose the title 2 weeks before the tour? Effectively, we might as well keep him the title until he gets there. And two, when he gets to India, you know, why have a match against Triple H?
Yeah.
Where Triple H then wins clean.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing's been building up to this triumphant victory, and then he loses the... What's that about? It just means, to be honest, it makes the whole year, or the whole 6 months he was champion, but pointless.
It's basically leading to nothing. Yeah. But
I've got no problem with new people coming in and having the title and having a go with it and stuff like that. That's fine. That keeps it fresh, you know, rather than it just... Otherwise, you just have it circulating between AJ Styles, John Cena, and Randy Orton. So I like the fact that we've got somebody new came in. I just think it was for the wrong reasons. I think it went on for too long.
Yeah, the thing is, I would like to see Jinder Mahal probably get another run with the championship, but in a different way. I think with this, like you said, it was for the wrong reason. It was mainly for the fact that it was... the thing is, it was a shock when he first, got the #1 contendership and then actually won it.
Yeah.
And we all were sat there thinking, what the hell's going on here? The thing is, we had Randy Orton getting beat by this guy who was part of 3MB back in the day, which Heath Slater and... was it Drew McIntyre, wasn't it?
Yeah, was it? Yeah.
So,
and I think... I just think... I think Jinder's going to drop back down now. I think he's going to go down to sort of US title sort of level again.
Yeah.
I think there's a chance he could pick that up again. I'd still like to see him versus Rusev. I think that could be great.
I would love that. Yes.
You know? I think there's some real opportunities for him to do some really cool stuff. I don't think, as some people are saying, he should be put into obscurity and never seen again.
No.
I think actually that's wrong. I don't think he deserves that. I actually think he's proven this year to me he can wrestle at that elite level quite easily. So I think he deserves to be where he is, but I do think he probably needs to drop down a bit now.
The thing is, he's worked for where he is as well as...
Yeah. He can have some really high quality feuds, you know, either around the US title or just around other things, to say, be it Rusev or whoever it might be. There's some really high quality feuds there, but I just think he needs to drop out of the main picture for a little bit.
Yeah, the thing is, there's one thing that Jinder Mahal can get from this, and even if he doesn't get another shot at any of the main titles, he can say he has had the championship once.
Yeah.
Which is a big honour just for that. The thing is...
I just think it was for the wrong reason. Yeah. Again, coming back to that Kevin Owens, the Kevin Owens story.
Yeah.
You know? You saw how hard that guy worked.
And then go get him to a part-timer.
Okay, you know. I know we dip in and out of kayfabe a little bit when we do this.
Yes, of course.
But the bottom line is, right, it's a performance. These guys are performers.
Yeah.
And being given the chance to hold that title actually really means something.
The thing is,
you know what I mean? When you watch them, you realise just how it means, because it does mean that they've got to the top of their profession.
The thing,
and they're being recognised as being at the top of their profession. And I don't think. And you look at the guy, you look at Kevin Owens and how hard he worked, and how emotional he was to get that Universal title. And I don't think Jinder has worked as hard to get it. I think Jinder was given that title
yeah,
for
wrong
financial
reasons.
reasons,
Yeah.
commercial reasons,
but
and I think that was wrong.
this is the thing. The thing is, like I said, Jinder Mahal got given it, but the thing is, he did try his best to work with what he had as well. And the thing is, he was supposed to be playing heel, which was perfectly fine. And that's the thing about him. I think that's why I think his run wasn't that bad as people pretty much said it was. It was an all right run. But like I said, we've seen like with Kevin Owens 365. The thing is, we see how much, like you said, they care that when they have the championship. It pains me more when you see someone who has that championship and they don't give a damn. And I hate to say it, I say Goldberg was a good example of it. He only got given the championship because he was there for a part-time. And it was annoying. He didn't not deserve the championship. And now we've got Brock Lesnar. He does not give a damn about the WWE. He just cares about the paycheck. He has actually said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just...
He's there to pick up the chair.
And that's what hurts me more, when someone like that has the championship. And you would have thought, was it not last year, the year before, but the year before that, you would have thought that they would have learnt with Brock Lesnar with the championship is a bad idea.
Yeah, he doesn't work hard. He's not willing. The issue is, you look at AJ Styles, he wrestles every night if he can.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Kevin Owens, phenomenal performance last year. And Dean Ambrose as well. I mean, if you looked at the guys last year, I don't know about this year, it'd be interesting. But I remember the stats for last year, and the guys who were wrestling more matches than anybody else were AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, although obviously had the injury layoff, and I'm interested in Big E, because obviously the New Day had that massive run.
Yeah.
While they had the free bird rule around the three of them, Big E wrestled in more matches than the other two, which was interesting. Also, it's because they put the work in, and they've worked so bloody hard. And then you've got Brock Lesnar, who does, doesn't even do all the pay-per-views.
No.
Shows up at one Raw in between to do to cut a promo, which he doesn't even cut. He stands there doing.
No, it's Paul Heyman that cuts it.
While Paul Heyman cuts the promo, and you think, and this guy's earning, Again, you can understand why John Cena, whether you like John Cena or not, and all that, I know, but you can understand why he was so pissed off when you've got the likes of Goldberg and Brock Lesnar last year picking up these massive paychecks to work the pay-per-views, and yet he's earning. Okay, he's still the top earning guy in the thing, but he's sort of basically saying, I could go back down good to being a part-timer, still pick up. I think they're on about $8 million a year.
Yeah.
For just wrestling the pay-per-view. Why would you, at the age and position that John Cena's got himself into, continue to try to wrestle at that elite level? You can't blame him for going part-time here.
Yeah. You can't. No, the thing is, if you're getting paid the money to go part-time, you get paid the money. The thing is, but John Cena has worked to get to that position. That's the thing. Thing is, that's one thing you cannot deny. He has worked for where he is now.
Yeah.
The thing is, he's in the same league as The Rock, and it's simple enough.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. And there was a couple of years where John Cena did pretty much carry that company.
Yeah.
Actually, there's other stuff going on, but John Cena was the person who basically brought the money in. Yeah. It still does to a point.
Anyway, mate, the match is finished.
Yeah.
You think AJ Styles is going to walk out as champion? I agree. According to the game, Jinder Mahal is going to win the championship back, mate.
Let's hope the game is so.
Well, the thing is, we're going to exit here, but there is just two more things we want to talk about. So, like I said, this is our last pay-per-view of the year. So, mate, this is apart from. What would you say is your highlight of the year? What would you say has been the low light of the year for you?
I think the low light, I think, as we've just discussed, I think is what's going on with Brock.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I don't not like Brock Lesnar.
No, he does put some okay matches
I think, but this year, to be fair, he's demonstrated. I mean, one, he's not wrestled that often. When he has wrestled, it's these have been sort of 5-10 minute matches.
Yeah.
The walk in, and all that, and all that stuff has actually taken longer than the matches sometimes, hasn't it? And I just think it's been, I just think that's been a real letdown, and I just don't know why. And worse than that, my absolute low light of this year is Goldberg taking that title off Kevin Owens. That was a disgrace.
The thing is, I'm going to agree with you there. I think Goldberg taking the championship off Kevin Owens is definitely my low light of this year. I'm just going to say one thing about the Brock Lesnar thing, and like I said earlier, it's annoying that they didn't learn from their previous mistake. And if, like you said, rumors are true, it's pretty much same for same again. We're going to have Brock Lesnar hold on to the championship for a whole year up to WrestleMania again. Yeah. Which is...
Yeah.
And again, it's the same again. He went and faced Roman Reigns, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah,
Why?
Exactly.
WWE, you've got better superstars than this. Come on.
Yeah.
But,
So that was my low light. How highlight? I don't know. I got a few. I think the Shield getting back together has been brilliant.
Yeah.
I think the Miz has had a really good year again this year. I think it's been fantastic. I think my highlight of the year is probably the British guys and the British Championship.
I was going to say that. Yeah. The NXT match.
The NXT match, which was it Takeover? I think it was. No, that NXT match between Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate was, for me, was still match of the year.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people are still saying that is match of the year.
Yeah.
Which I'm not surprised. I agree.
So good.
I'm also going to say this year as well. We've had, like I said, we've had two brilliant tournaments this year. We had the UK tournament at the beginning of the year, but also the Mae Young tournament as well.
Yeah.
The thing is, we've got so many superstars coming into NXT from that as well, which I'm so looking forward to see. Some UK women's wrestlers in there that really stood out, and it's not just that. I think this year, like last year, it's been a brilliant year for women wrestlers again.
I think so. I think last year had a few more highlights for me. I think this year, we had problems with we had Charlotte and Sasha last year.
Yeah,
raised it so high.
It was difficult to reach the bar.
It was always going to be difficult to reach that again, because those two, out of all of the women, are happy to take the risks, and not having them on the same roster has meant that it's not been. We haven't seen as high quality matches.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's going to give. We're going to give some time. Like I said, we have got rumours of a Royal Rumble. There's also rumours of an Elimination Chamber match as well. That might be coming out of that.
More and more of that. Again, I think that's the issue for me. There's been less firsts this year. Obviously, last year we had the first Hell in the Cell, we had the first TLC and stuff like that. We haven't had those this year.
We had the first and second though this year. I would like to point that out, which we do not want to talk about the first.
No, but I do feel like it's gone slightly backwards,
a
little bit from that. But I think that's I think, as I say, I think the next year, the likes of Paige coming back in, the women underneath who are going to be, there's pressure now on that main roster. If you don't perform, then we'll move you out of the way and we'll move somebody else up. Because you look at the likes of Nikki Cross, and Ember Moon, who are happy to. I mean, they really happy to put their bodies on the line.
The thing is, it's
I think
it's going to be
they're
harder
snapping at
for
the
them now.
heels.
Yeah, the thing is, it's going to be harder not just for the women, but for the male wrestlers as well. The thing is, it's tough competition to get into the main roster most of the time.
Yeah.
But the thing is, because there's so
Really
much
tough
good
to
talent
stay.
coming from the NXT side of things, and not just NXT,
Yeah.
but you've also got people in the independent circuit that do want to come over to WWE as well.
Oh, more and more.
And it's just
Because it's basically the thing is with the indies, it's everybody wants to be in WWE at least, to give it a go at least once.
Yeah.
And if it isn't for them, if they don't like the constant touring and the pressure and the fact that you haven't got as much sort of like say over your character development, you don't like it, you move on. You know what I mean?
The thing is, we're seeing that with
wants to taste it.
the thing is, we're seeing that with Neville, and I think the Colognes have. That's the thing. Have the Colognes gone? Because I
Colognes
swear
are back now.
they're back now.
They're back.
I thought they were back.
They're back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't seem to officially come back.
Yeah.
But they're definitely whenever there's.
I just saw them coming in once, and I thought they're there. But
God,
so
they've obviously come back.
one more question, mate, and then we're going to call it for this week. What was your favourite pay-per-view this year, then? If you could choose one of them, what really would stood out for you?
I don't know. Favourite pay-per-view.
Yeah,
you know what? There's been some disappointments this year.
What would say would be your biggest disappointment?
You know what?
Then?
I think my favourite pay-per-view is an NXT takeover, and it would be War Games.
That's the thing. I think NXT has really shined with okay, we don't do the predictions for NXT.
If I was to do my top 3 pay-per-views, they'd probably all be takeovers.
Yeah.
To be fair, because I think NXT have pushed. But again, that comes to the fact, isn't it? They're pushing to get onto that main roster.
So what would you say was your biggest disappointment?
Main roster pay-per-view. I don't know what main roster pay-per-view. My disappointments have been. They heavily say WrestleMania, but I think WrestleMania. Yeah, WrestleMania for the fact that Hardys came back. That was amazing.
Yeah, the thing I think WrestleMania had good points and bad points. I think it had a good run for the first 3 hours, but then it got a bit. Oh yeah, they were going to this here.
Bad points because it's so long.
It's not just that. That's when Roman Reigns beat Undertaker. I'm still not happy about that.
The thing is with WrestleMania, you can't. Not every match is going to be a hit because you've got so many. You know,
it still burns in my soul.
Yeah. Yeah. Heavenly's saying the worst was TLC. I'd say TLC was a disappointment because there wasn't much TLC.
There was one.
Yeah. Extreme Rules was a disappointment because there weren't many Extreme Rules matches.
I'm going to say,
in fact, one of the matches was the opposite of Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
You know, if you do anything, if you get any disqualification, then you actually lose the match.
The Extreme Rules match is that there's no Extreme Rules.
So, I don't know. I think Money in the Bank was very good.
I would say Money...
The disappointment of Ellsworth getting involved.
I'm going to say... you know what? I'm going to say this now. I think Survivor Series was definitely my favourite this year. The thing is, I love...
Survivor Series was good.
The thing is, I love the whole idea of it being Raw v SmackDown. The thing is, that's what I do want to see, especially with the brand split. It is nice to see... And it wasn't just the 1 or 2 matches; it was the whole show, which was brilliant. I think there was only one match that didn't have that.
I think Survivor Series was a bit of a I think that was a bit of a triumph. I think SummerSlam was good as well.
Yeah.
Again, SummerSlam's building itself up as being definitely the second biggest event after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
By quite a long way.
Just stop putting more hours on shows, please. The thing is, there's so much work for us to just watch them nowadays.
Yeah.
Look, either way, I think this year, if you don't look at the WWE Championships, I think this has been a good year for WWE. And
I think it's been a very good year.
And I'm looking forward to see what happens next year, especially like I said for the rumours of Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
I'd just like to see where it goes, and especially, like I said, Daniel Bryan might be coming back into the ring. Kurt Angle's still there somewhere as well, and you don't know who's going to show up. But
no.
Anyway, mate, thank you very much this whole year for joining me
No
for the
problems, it'll be
predictions,
good
mate.
fun.
And everyone, thank you for joining us as well. We might be doing a one-off
Yeah, we'll do something
WWE.
one-off over Christmas.
Because we can't have Hanksy holding on to that championship for Christmas. I'm just saying.
I've got an idea.
Mate, it looks.
I've got an idea.
You've got an idea. It looks better on my. It looks better on me.
We'll announce it later.
It looks better on me.
I've got an idea for something, but we'll do it as an announcement. We'll announce it.
Cool.
Yeah.
But on our next main predictions will be Royal Rumble by the looks of things.
Be Rumble, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like we said, if there isn't a women's Royal Rumble, we will be having a women's Royal Rumble because I do want to introduce a CTG Women's Championship for WrestleMania this year. Next year, sorry.
Yeah.
So again, thank you everyone for joining us, and as always, like, comment, and subscribe. We will see you next time for some more gaming fun. Until then, goodbye.
Goodbye.